Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our session for today. My name is Edwin, and with me is James Mwangi. James, you can say hi to our attendees.
Hello, everyone. My name is James. Thank you, Edwin, for letting me to represent myself. So, thank you.
All right. So we'll go straight into it. So today we'll be focusing on Dow Jones Industrial Average Index. So in our platform, this index is called, or it's denoted by initials US30. So we'll start with the introduction, and when it comes to Dow Jones Industrial Average, it's a stock index that tracks the performance of the 30 biggest companies in the US economy. Then the symbol that you'd use to trade this index on our trading platforms, on all our trading platforms, is US30. It's US30. Then when it comes to the price, you're basically trading a weighted average price. So this price is a representation of the value of all those companies. So you're sort of holding the value of a diversified portfolio of 30 companies. All of them, or you'd have ownership in all those companies, but you'd be trading in a single price. So Dow acts as a barometer that gauges the health of the US stock market and the economy as a whole. Then when it comes to the companies constituting the US30 index, these are blue chip companies traded both on New York Stock Exchange as well as NASDAQ. So originally, it was devised to track the performance of manufacturing sector. But over time, it evolved to integrate more companies in telecommunication, energy technology, pharmaceutical industry, as well as entertainment. And this, or the goal was to sort of reflect the modern US economy. As you're well aware, most of these companies are technological companies. So there was need to have that facet represented in this index. As of October 2019, the 30 companies that constituted this index are the ones highlighted down here. So we have Apple, American Express, Boeing, Caterpillar, 3M, Chevron, Coca-Cola, Cisco Systems, United Health, JP Morgan, Chase & Co, Dow, Home Depot, ExxonMobil, Goldman Sachs, McDonald's, United Technologies, Intel, Verizon, Microsoft, Walt Disney Company, Merck & Co, Walgreens Boots Alliance, IBM, Walmart, Travelers, Johnson & Johnson, Visa, Procter & Gamble, Nike, and Pfizer. So how US30 is calculated? So this index is calculated by adding together prices of the constituent stocks. And once those prices are added, the total sum is then divided by the number called Dow divisor. So Dow divisor is the number of stocks that were originally in the index. So the divisor is regularly adjusted in order to ensure that the index price is not adversely affected by the changes in the composition of the index, because from time to time, different companies would be struck out of the index and others are integrated to reflect a wholesome picture of the economy, or even stock splits. So stock splits is where you'd have a company's shares added, and these shares are divided to all shareholders, and these shareholders are not expected to contribute any money for the additional shares. Then when it comes to the historical performance of US30, sorry, here we should correct it to US30. It's not UT100. So US30 did rise it did rise by an average of 25% per year from mid 90s up to around late 90s. So that was the period of the dot-com era. So that is when most of the technological companies in the US were emerging. Some of the biggest tech companies were established towards late 90s. Then between 2000 to 2002, US30 fell by an average of 10%. Then between 2002 to 2007, there was a significant growth in the index. Then it culminated into a significant drop towards the better part of 2008, when we had the US financial crisis as a result of the collapse of Lehman Brothers and Exxon. So during 2008 financial crisis, the index fell by 500 points. Then towards early 2009, there was a significant rally in the stock index, which persisted up until 2015. So towards June 2015, there was a decline in the global stock markets, and this was attributed to Chinese growth slowdown during that period. Again, during that time, that is when we had the Greek financial crisis. So there were fears that Greece would default on its debt. Again, price had really dipped during that year. Then as time went by, from November 2016, when Trump was elected, the financial markets performed quite well during his reign. So there was a sharp rise in Dow and the general stock market as a whole. And that is how the performance has been for the last 2 decades. So those are the different hallmarks of the performance of the Dow for the last 20 years. So why then would a trader consider to trade US30 index? So the first thing is that US30 is ideal for traders who wish to speculate on the direction of the US economy. So it basically indicates the general health of the US business. The other thing is that US30 index can move quite rapidly in response to changes in macroeconomic factors, such as changes in interest rates, capital flows, and quarterly financial reports of different companies, especially the big companies. Depending on how they perform quarter by quarter, then that performance might affect the performance of the Dow. Therefore, traders will be afforded suitable trading opportunities when these changes arise. The third reason is that US 30 index enables traders to invest in a diversified portfolio of 30 biggest companies. This gives traders a chance to be able to minimize on the risk exposure to a case where you'd compare a trader who is investing in individual stocks. Holding a portfolio of 30 companies, a trader would sort of have a balance whereby if anything happens to one of the constituent companies, the kind of impact that you'd have in terms of price fluctuation, it would be far much different, or there would be more stability in terms of the shift in price as compared to a trader who is trading on just a single company. So if anything happens to a single company, then that company has a likelihood of collapsing, thereby affecting the price quite drastically. So when you trade an index, you're sort of secured by any eventualities that might affect a specific stock or a specific company. Then the last thing is that the index is characterized by high liquidity due to high volume of trading activity. As such, traders can enter and exit trading positions with ease. So high liquidity also helps traders to find very good opportunities or potent opportunities to capitalize on. So we'll now jump into the charts. So I'll have James running us through how the Dow has been, and to find out what his sentiments would be in regards to how Dow is likely to perform in the coming days. James?
Yes, thank you. Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
You can enable the screen.
There you go.
Sorry. So are you able to see the screen?
Yes.
On your side?
Yes.
Okay, so hello guys. My name is James. On the US 30, I was able to.
We've lost. I think we've lost the chat.
The chat.
Yeah, just stop sharing and try to reshare again.
Okay. Is it?
Yes, it's up again.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry for that. My name is James, and I just wanted to show you my view on US 30. That is, I had some prices that I was looking at. I had an ascending channel. If you can see, it is more visible. We have been respecting this move for the past since 2023 March 16th, and we have been going to the highest price of 3564.5.3. We also had
that is on a daily time frame, right?
Yes, this one is on a daily time frame.
Okay.
I just wanted to give the whole view first.
Mhm.
So once we had this ascending channel, we broke out of this ascending channel on that was on
21st. I think it was on
20.
21st, last week on
Yes.
Thursday.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you can also see once we break, we do some retest and then we continue to the downside. So US 30 has been on a downtrend, and also I'm expecting at least we might continue up to these prices of 32.75 9.60. When you come back to the 4-hour time frame, we also did a retest of this price. If I might zoom out a little bit, just give me a second. Yes, yeah. You see, we had a support level at this point. The market came back at this price of 33.75 9.31. We bounced off, and then we managed to bounce off again until we hit the highest prices. And now we came back to that point. We broke out of that point again. We broke on the downside, and we also managed to do a retest. If today there was an opportunity for continuation of the bearish movement, and also I'm targeting these prices at the lowest prices to be at least 32.75 9.60. That's where at least I see my view, and that's where I see US 30 heading to. And if you come back to the daily time frame, that is,
I thought that was a daily time frame.
I went back to the 4-hour time frame.
Okay.
Yes. So this one is the daily time frame. We're able to see we also had another support level or support zone at this price of 31,832.35. That's where we did some we were coming back to that point. We took a very strong uptrend. That is right here, and also right here we did some several retests until we managed to push on the upside. So it seems like this line has a lot of demand, and also when we broke out of this price, we also created another support at this level. We did the first touch, we also did the second touch, and we managed to pull the market on a bullish movement. So I'm expecting also we might also come back at this price. We do some push to the upside before we break. Yeah. So my view on this one, we are still on a
strong bearish.
Yeah, strong bearish movement. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Is that all?
Yes, that's all. And people should target these prices, the 32.75 9.6. So I'm expecting to see it on those prices.
All right. Then I think I can share briefly what I was able to see.
Yes.
So maybe you can stop to share just to give me a chance to make me the host.
Okay.
Participants, then beside my name, you make me the host.
That's not
Participants.
yes.
You click the 3 dots beside my name, then okay. Let me try.
Yes.
I think. Okay.
Yes, on my side it's
basically I was looking at it. Tell me once you're able to see my screen.
yes, it's visible.
Yes, I was looking at it from a 4-hourly time frame.
Yes.
What I was able to see is that from the start of June this year.
Yes.
So from early June, it has progressively been forming a head and shoulders pattern. So
Yes.
that was the shoulder, the first shoulder, the head, then the second shoulder.
Yes.
Then it broke the neckline of that shoulder last Thursday on 21st.
Yes.
And since Thursday last week, it has been on a strong decline after the break of that neckline.
Yeah.
So it has been able to drop by around 9,123 pips since then. So today, especially since the start of New York session, there has been a significant rally. So there was a good opportunity to short on the index. So my broader view is that I'm expecting to have it retest this zone around 33,200 zone. So between 33,200 to around 33,300. So that is the short-term zone that I'm expecting to have it come towards. Then it might stall before we are able to have a clear view of whether it's likely to bounce back upwards from this zone, or whether indeed we are likely to see further decline to retest the next area of support. So the next area of support is around it's between 32,550 to around 32,650. So these are the two zones which I'm targeting in the coming days and weeks. So that is my perspective from my side.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's it, not unless you have anything to add, James.
No, I just didn't see that inverted head and shoulder.
It's actually the normal head and shoulders pattern.
Yeah.
So it's good that you are able to share that, because your perspective and mine do differ, but at least we are on the same page as regards to the projection of where it's likely to be heading towards.
Yeah, true.
All right, then that would mark the end of today's session. I hope you've been able to learn something and that you will be able to put it into good use. So I wish you all a very pleasant evening, and I'd wish to remind you to be on the lookout for the market snapshot. So we have market snapshot every day, starting from 11 a.m. So that session is quite useful in order to help you prepare for the day. It starts at 11 a.m. Monday through Friday, and it lasts between 30 minutes up to around 1 hour. So be on the lookout for that for more. So until next time, see you all and happy trading.